Hello friends, in this session we will see that how to create database using an SQL Server Express Management Studio Express and what is the syntax of creating tables and database, and after that we will see some data types which is used to create the columns or fields in the table. So first of all I just use query builder, and I just first of all I create I am having some databases, but I just want to create my own another database. So I just write, or I can just comment over there, create database. So right here is the this first line is the create database is just a comment, and I am just writing create database and give the name of database. Suppose I just give the name of database student, and select this and execute this. So when you execute this SQL statement will create a database file in our system. So here we are having two file, one is the student and one is the student underscore log. This student file is having our complete database in this file, which is saved somewhere in our database. So we will see that where this file is created, and this student underscore log is a log file which maintains the log or all the transaction which are performed on this create in the table or in the database. So it will maintain this particular logs. Now this file is allocated some default memory, 63 MB and 49 MB. This is just a default memory allocated to the file. Now this database is created in SQL 2000 because I have connected this server or this Management Studio Express with the SQL Server 8.0, means SQL Server 2000. So it is connected this SQL Server. So it is the database is saved in my SQL Server. So where this file is actually saved, so this file is actually saved in the C drive, program files, and here is the SQL Server, here Microsoft SQL Server, here is the MS SQL folder, and here is the data folder at this place. Here you will see your student.mdf, and this is the student underscore log.ldf. This MDF and LDF file, this is basically our database files. This MDF is the full database contained this in this MDF, and the log of our database is maintained in this particular log file. So we will get this database from Microsoft SQL in the Windows folder, in the computer Windows folder, program files folder, this one, program files, Microsoft SQL Server, MS SQL, and data, and here you will get this. Okay, fine. Now again come to the Express, Management Studio Express. Now after this, if you refresh this database, you will get your student database here. At this time we are not having any user table in our database. Here is the system table which is automatically created by the SQL Server, but we required some user table, that's why we can use table. So what is the syntax of creating tables? To create database table. Now create the table and the table name, just suppose I want to create a table with the name of TBL student, and bracket, simple bracket up, and after that we need to give our table is having columns of a specific type, so we need to write here some column. And suppose our student must have some serial number. Suppose I just give a serial number which is integer type and semicolon, comma, and after that suppose student is having name which is character type, and we need to give the size also. Suppose I give 50 character. And what about this integer character, we will see after some time that how many data types are available in SQL and what is the difference between them. And after that, suppose I want to take some more information, suppose address, then I can select varchar is the variable character. You will also see that what is the difference between character and varchar. And after that I just see this suppose branch, and I have just given char and give the size, so I give 5. So if I execute this statement, just select this statement and execute, it will create, it is compiled successfully. It means one table is created in our database. So just go to the table and right click and refresh, you will get okay, we have done a big mistake that we have selected pubs database. That's why this table is created in pubs database. Yeah, here is the student table. So we want to create this table into the student database. So first of all we need to select this student database, and after that just select this and execute. So it will create a student database in your student table in your student TBL student in your student database. So here is the TBL student and the DBO. This is the basically stands for the database owner. So the default owner is DBO. We can also create some other owners, so we have to install some another instance of SQL server, and after that we can do this, but we don't bother about this at this time. And here you can, if you can select this, you will get serial number, name, address and branch. So if once I execute this table is created for the whole time, means permanently this table is created. So if I want to make any changes, suppose I want to add some more columns in this, or suppose I want to do some more changes in data type or size, then we need to use another query, result table, which I have wrote after some time. Now this is your create table. Similarly at this time, suppose at this time I just go to and right click and delete this directly. Suppose you can also directly delete it. And I want to do some more things. That suppose I want to add, okay, once you just create this and I just go to this and refresh it, and I directly just enter some text in this. So if I go to the data open table, it will open an empty table. So suppose I have given one and some name is over there and address is over there and branch is there. And similarly I come to the next line and I put some more text and these things. If suppose I have selected integer for this, so suppose I have given any, then I will return some error, invalid value for the cell rows 3 and column 20. So we need to change this into numerical. So I give some value. Okay. At this time just close this and come to the create table. Okay. After that I just go for the some data types, that which type of data types we can use in this. Now here is the character data type. So there is some points related to the character data type. That's a character data type allows storage of data consisting of combination of letters, numbers and symbols. Means whatever field we will take in our table as a character, we set if we set character data type, then we can store any combination of letter, numbers and symbols in this. Character data is entered in either a single or a double quotes when loaded it into the storage area such as columns of a table. Whatever data we want to store, we need to enclose them in a single quote or double quote. Now the third point is if the value of any string is null, null is enclosed in a single quotes. We need not to enclose null in a single quotes. And now the fourth point is that an empty string is not same as null. Means if suppose we are putting some empty string means suppose whenever we insert some data in our table, suppose I just place a empty quotes, either single or double quotes. I have not written any single character in this quotes, then it is known as the empty string. But null is a different value. Now null means undefined value. And lastly, a character number defined as a null is handled as a varchar column. Okay, what is the difference between character and varchar? This thing we will see after this few of slides. Now, see, here is the difference between character data type and varchar data type. And now the first point, each character stored uses 1 byte. Means suppose any field, any column which is character type in any table, which is used to store 1 byte for single character. Means suppose we have taken size of 5, then it requires 5 bytes in database. And similarly in the varchar data type, character data type is used to store for storing the fixed length string, and it is used to store the variable length string. Okay, this point will be more clear after this example. Now the number is and the number in parentheses specifies the size of storage for each value of the column, and the number in the parentheses specifies the maximum size of storage, which varies according to the number of characters stored in each column value of rows of the table. Now suppose, for example character 10 specified that each value of the column is 10 byte in size and can store 10 characters. If there are fewer than the 10 character, blanks are added after the last specified character. Means suppose the size is 10, but I have stored only 5 character value in this field, and the remaining 5 character are stored as a blank space. So we required a complete 10 byte field in the character data type, but in the varchar data type, this 10 is specified the maximum value, means we can store maximum 10 character in this particular field. So if suppose I have stored a 5 character value in the database, then it requires only 5 character. Remaining 5 will be remaining 5 character as stored in character as a blank does not use in this varchar type, like this. Suppose for example, create table tab1. There is a tab1 table which is having a string 1, which is type of character 5, and there is also str2 varchar 5. It is type of varchar, and suppose we are insert into tab1 values a, b and cd. This ab is stored in this str1 and this cd is stored in str2. Now what is the difference between str1 and str2 is that this field, wherever this ab is stored, it requires complete 5 character, because 2 character is a and b, and our remaining 3 character is stored as a blank. Now but in the variable character we are having a string which is having only 2 characters, so that's why we required only 2 characters. It does not reserve all 5 characters in database. So this data type is the variable characters. Now come to the next. Here is the numerical data types. Numerical data types are generally divided into 2 types, some numerical integer and numerical floating type. Now in the numerical integer there are 3 types: int, small int, and tiny int. And numerical floating type, there is also 2 category: exact numeric and approximate numeric. In exact numeric there are decimal and number, 2 types of data types, and in the approximate numeric there are real and float type. Now here are the some list of the data types. That binary data type, binary is having binary, and where binary character, which we have already seen this, and date and time. Date and time is used in 2 format: date time and small date time. It gives the accuracy of 0.3 milliseconds, and small date time will give the accuracy in seconds. And here is the numeric integer. Date and time is used to store the date and time simultaneously. Numeric integer is used to store the integer. Int, small int, and tiny int, they all are having different range or size of data type. Generally int is 4 byte used to store the 4 bytes. It is used to store 2 bytes, and it is for the 1 byte. Tiny int is for 1 byte. And numerical floating point, if we want to store the point value, then we can use this type data type. And there is also a money data type, money and small money, which is generally used to store the money data. And also there is also some special type bit to bit is used to store only it required only 1 bit in the database. It stores either true either false, means 0 or 1. And similarly there is a timestamp field. This timestamp is a data type which take a unique value for the complete database. So whenever we are having some primary key problem, that we are not having primary key in our table, at that time we can use timestamp this. and there is also a text and image data type which is used to store the large amount of text in database, and we can also store the images in our database. So here is some data type. So we will see some of these data types further uh, as we study the .NET and all other queries and store procedures and all these things. So here is the data types available in our SQL server, and apart from this there are some more data type which is used rarely, and this data type is basically supported by all the versions of SQL server and up to 2000 and after 2000 server in 2005 and 2008, all these database. So after that we will see in the next session that how we can do other operations like insert, delete, update and all these things with our database, and store procedures, triggers and all these things. Thank you very much.